All right, so today we're looking at something a little different. This isn't your usual published paper or some famous theory. Nope. We're going to dive into a set of documents that are, well, they're part exam, part philosophical text, and honestly, a total mystery. And this is the only image that comes with the documents. Just someone looking out at the ocean. And you know what? It's the perfect visual for this, because the questions we're about to get into are every bit as vast, as deep, and yeah, as disorienting as the sea itself. So on paper, this is what it calls itself, the Aakash Dhawan Mathematics and Astronomy Olympiad. I mean, it's even laid out in phases, just like a real competition. But right away, we hit our first mystery. That name, Aakash Dhawan. Who is that? The documents give us nothing. No clues, no university affiliation, just a name on this, well, this extraordinary text. Because let me tell you, this is no ordinary exam. All right, let's start with the questions that seem like they're grounded in the physical world. And I'm really emphasizing seem here because they take a sharp turn into the bizarre almost immediately. Okay, check this out. Question 1 from paper 1. Now, a normal physics problem might ask you about, velocity or what materials to use, but this one, it asks how many circles there would be in a ramp to the moon. It's as much about imagination as it is about math. And right after that whimsical thought experiment, you get this, a problem that has stumped scientists for centuries. It's not asking you to do some small calculation. No, it wants you to create an entire probabilistic model for the tides. The scope is just massive, absolutely immense. But believe it or not, bending the rules of physics is just the warm-up. The next set of questions, they don't just bend the rules of logic, they kind of break them. This is where things get really deep, where math starts to feel a lot more like philosophy. Okay, just look at this prompt. Prove mathematically that a single bank can never exist. Just think about that for a second. It's asking for a formal mathematical proof for a concept from economics? It's treating an idea about banking like it's a fundamental law of the universe, just waiting for a proof. And if you thought that was abstract, hold on. It gets weirder. Here, the challenge is to convert one Latin phrase into another. You start with quod mathematica veritatis est, which basically means math is truth. Your job is to somehow transform that into quod mathematica tempus est, or math is time. So, let's be super clear here. This isn't just about translating Latin. The question is asking the student to mathematically transform the entire concept of truth into the concept of time. I mean, that is a profound, almost mystical challenge, all wrapped up like it's just another math problem. So you have to be wondering, what's the point of all this? Is there even an answer key? Well, one of the questions gives us this huge clue. It really suggests that it's not about the answer you get. It's about the process of how you get there. The method is the message. And this right here really nails that point. The document gives us two versions of the same problem. Just look at the wording. One says, determine the value. The other says, devise a method to calculate it. It seems like a small difference, right? But that subtle change, it's everything. See, when you determine something, it implies there's one right answer out there, and you just have to go find it. But devise? That's asking you to create something, to invent a whole new system for tackling the problem. This Olympiad isn't really testing what you already know. It's testing your raw creativity, your ability to build brand new ways of thinking. So when you start putting all these pieces together, a clearer picture starts to emerge. This isn't just a random list of impossibly hard questions. It feels like a coherent system of thought, one that's designed to challenge our most basic assumptions about math, logic, and even reality itself. And this pattern just keeps going. I mean, look at some of these other challenges. You're asked to convert all of Euclid's elements into Newton's Principia. Then you have to subjectively discuss the significance of a function. And get this, you even have to derive a logical induction based on the exact moment you started taking the test. It's this deeply personal, philosophical journey that's just disguised as an exam. Which brings us to the ultimate question here. What is this thing? Is it a real attempt by this Aakash Dhawan to find the next great thinker by testing creativity instead of calculation? Or maybe it's a piece of conceptual art, just using the language of math to see how far logic can be pushed? Or is it something else entirely, like the beginnings of a whole new philosophy? We just don't know. The documents don't give us any answers. They just leave us with the questions.